How to Raise Your Adult Children, because big kids have even bigger problems. By Gail Parent and Susan Ende, MFT. Narrated by Karen White. Copyright 2010 by Gail Parent and Susan Ende. This unabridged audiobook is published by arrangement with Hudson Street Press, a member of Penguin Group USA Incorporated, and was produced in the year 2010 by Tantor Media Incorporated, which holds the copyright thereto. Introduction. Should you lend your son money? Do you pay for his medical insurance when he can't? Do you dare comment on how your child is raising her child? When your adult child gets in trouble and can't afford a lawyer, do you hire one for him? What happens when your gay son and his partner adopt a baby and his partner leaves him? What if your daughter is on her way to becoming obese? There are millions of questions parents have when dealing with their adult children. Until now, there have been very few answers, but this book will tell you how to get along with your grown children and, along the way, help them become strong, independent adults. The idea for the book was formulated on a trip that we and our husbands took together. The men enjoyed the scenery, and we women talked about our children in 7 different countries. Since we missed the scenery, we bought postcards. We wished there were a guide for parents like us, so we decided to write one. That's how to Raise Your Adult Children was born. Figuring out the right format for the book was the most difficult part of the process. We tried answering the questions together, but that didn't work. Gail tended to have more practical advice. A lot of it came from her mother. As a comedic author, she also wanted to throw in a few punchlines. Susan's answers were serious and rooted in psychology. She knew the behavior problems hidden in every question. We then decided to answer the questions separately, which worked. Many times we agree, sometimes we don't, but the answers are always presented from 2 unique points of view. Where did the questions come from? Everywhere. We started close to home, gathering questions from friends and relatives. Then they told their friends and relatives who contacted us, until eventually we began to receive questions from strangers. The day we heard that a friend of a friend of a friend had followed our advice, and it worked, we knew we were in business. Writing a book is interesting, fun, and frustrating, but once we got into it, we kept our goal in mind. We wanted people to gain insight and stop walking on eggshells with their adult children. We both knew that what Gail's mother had taught her was true. When kids are little, they have little problems. When they are big, they have big problems. We wanted to be able to help our readers be there for the big problems, but not cause them. When our children are young, we feed and dress them. When they are old enough, we expect them to feed and dress themselves. We teach them to ride bikes and later to drive cars so they can move further and further away from us on their own steam. We make sure they have the right skills and know the rules of the road before sending them off to practice getting themselves around, independent of us. We worry, but we let them go anyway. We should do the same thing when our kids are adults, especially regarding money. Money is the currency of adult life. By the time a kid leaves college, he should have mastered the skills of budgeting, financial planning, delayed gratification, working, spending wisely, and saving for a rainy day. College is a good time to practice those skills. We shouldn't send money on demand or bail a kid out. This is an area parents sometimes forget about when raising adult kids. Our children can't be independent unless they are supporting themselves, and they have to master the skills to do it. Nor are they independent unless they live on their own. Living with us or in our guest room is not living independently. Living on one's own is a developmental step, just the way driving a car is.